Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning into the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. My name is Nick Eden, and welcome to episode 20 of Morning Cup of Merch. It actually might be a little closer to the afternoon, but that's okay. Episode 20, guys. I can't believe you guys have been riding with me all this time. When I originally did this, this was kind of a placeholder until I started up the 4554 podcast again, but it's kind of ballooned into its own thing. So, I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited about where it's going. And as a matter of fact, because of where it's going and how it's growing the channel, I have an announcement on Monday in relation to Morning Cup of Merch and the 4554 podcast. But enough of that. Um, let's get into what we're here for today. And that's a continuation of our series on our top 10 / top 5. Been doing this all week. Really have enjoyed it. And today we're going to be breaking down my top 5 free research tools for Merch by Amazon. And of course, when I say Merch by Amazon, I'm also talking about other platforms that I, cross post on, including, I'm not doing Etsy right now, but including Teespring, Redbubble, TeePublic, Rage On, and a couple of others. So let's get right into it. All right. So number 5. And I debated on putting this higher on the list, but I just had to be realistic about it. Amazon.com. And everybody's like, what do you mean? You should be going there first. You see what shirts are selling. I've been trying for the longest to get away from just that whole, let me see what's hot on merch and then make another version of it. I think that, I think at a certain point, some people start to blur the lines of ethics when it comes to that. And so I've made a conscious effort to look in other sources first and then validate that niche, whether it's underserved and selling on Amazon or whether it's dead in the water and needs to be taken out back and shot in the head. Old Yellow reference, by the way. But so yeah, Amazon.com. Now, the reason that I say Amazon.com over merchresearch.com, which is Merch Informer's website that, aggregates all of the merch listings, is because I want to look at and research on Amazon the way that customers go in and shop on Amazon. So they're not going in there and they're not just looking for what's available by merch. Most of them don't know. They have no clue. They just know they see a t-shirt that they like and they're going to buy it. Prior to being on merch, I sold through Shopify's Amazon integration, and I know for a fact that merchant fulfilled shirts do very well. Again, if people like that design, they're going to go ahead and buy it. It's a plus if it's Prime, yeah. But if they like the design, they like that shirt, they're going to go ahead and buy it. So Amazon.com will be my number 5. Number 4, TVorg. I've talked about this on a previous show. TVorg, TeeVieu.org. Now, TView is an aggregate site for mainly Teespring campaigns, but also Sunfrog and Teasily. And it basically just goes in and it puts together all the, the newest sellers or the campaigns that have been the most successful. I don't go in there and say, oh, I'm going to copy this and put it on there. No, but I do want to get an idea of what people are looking for when they're going to a source that does not have a lot of organic traffic. And because I know that these people are driving traffic, there's a demand there. And they probably look somewhere else, a la Amazon, for a similar shirt. Especially if they're Prime members. And if you go on Teespring where you have to pay for shipping, if you're a Prime member, you're not paying for that. So it's even more reason for them to go and see at least if the shirt is on Amazon. So I've been able to get a lot of great ideas, niches, and some things that I never even thought that would sell before based off of what I found on tview.org. So that's my number 4. Number 3, and this one is a little bit tricky. Sloganshub.com. I'm sorry, sloganshub.org, O-R-G. And I've talked about that before. So basically what Slogans Hub is, it's a website where they essentially take different subjects, different niches, and they make slogans about them. Some they may have taken from the internet, some may be theirs. I don't go up there and just say, okay, whatever they put down there, I'm going to put on a t-shirt. No, I use it to jog myself creatively. So let's just go to the site. All right, so I am, here's one. Okay, so true friendship slogans. So I'll just go through this really quickly. I know you guys can't see it. I'll do a share screen with you guys sometime next week maybe. So these are slogans put together about friendships. So my process is pretty simple, and I'll go through and just kind of see which ones I like, and then use that to jog my creativity. So let's see, they have life is better with friends. A friend is one who takes me for what I am. Life is nothing without friendship. Uh, let's see, happiness is friendship. Friends never say goodbye. I want to be with you till my last page. I like that one. So, okay, I want to be with you till my last page. Immediately, that puts me in the mind of the book niche. Book lovers, book writers, the whole nine. But probably more so than friendship, I would probably think about that for relationships. So let's say it's instead of I want to be with you till my last page, I would change that to I'm with her till the last page. I'm with him till the last page. Um, I'm with wifey till the last page. I'm with hubby till the last page. And then probably what I would do then is add some type of book graphic to it. This will probably be really good for like Valentine's Day. So what I will probably do is have an open book with the pages out, and um, have the text in bold there. Or I would maybe for Valentine's Day have an illustrator do a heart-shaped book. It's a heart, but it's got the rungs and everything on it like a book, and have that on the front. It's a lot of different things you can do with it, and that's actually a pretty good one. I might actually do that. Don't steal my niches. Stay out of my niches, as RJ says. That's actually a pretty good one, though. So yeah, that's the type of things that you can get from sloganshub.org. Again, I'm not completely sure the trademark or copyright deal that they may have. That's why I say go there to jog your creativity. Okay, so that is my number 3. Number 2 is Pinterest. You guys hear the birds out here. I'm in my office again today. Number 2 is Pinterest. On Pinterest is where I found my first selling shirt for Merch by Amazon. Now, it was not a shirt. What I did was I went to Pinterest. I just simply typed in funny quotes and memes. I saw this phrase. I did a design for it. I put it up. A little under a month later, it sold. That was my first ever sale. What's ironic about it is that was in May of 2017. So from May of 2017 to coming up on May of 2017, that shirt still sells at least a couple times a month. Uh, and the best thing about it is there were maybe like 10 or 15 results when I first went onto Amazon to see. Since then, they're still under 150. So, 2 years in a selling niche that, may not be the biggest seller, but it's flying under the radar, so it's not a bunch of people going in trying to get that particular shirt. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm actually really happy with that. And because of that, I go to Pinterest a lot. Not to look at the shirts. I think that's where people mess up. You go in, you look at the shirts, and then all of a sudden you end up just doing a derivative of that. I'm looking for memes, I'm looking for quotes, sayings, different things like that. And then from there, I can use my creativity to craft a shirt specifically meant for that. And my number 1 would be Instagram. Now, you guys have heard me talk about Instagram. If you've been following my channel for a while, or if you've seen me on Merch Talk where I was a co-host, I talk a lot extensively about Instagram, more specifically driving traffic. But in this case, the research is great. And it's great for one particular reason. On Instagram, you can follow hashtags. Right? So for one of my hashtags that I follow, Black Travel Feed. From there I can go and I can see it's all these pictures of people who are traveling all over the world. And they may be, at the Maya ruins in Cancun, where I visited in January, and within that you may see something. A term that I found out was Tuluming. And so you can use that and make that into a shirt, or a pop socket or anything like that. Please forgive that noise. In addition to that, I was able to go, and the niches that I was already in, get really into what was there and see. Because the beautiful thing about it is, a lot of them, when they're out, they may be wearing a shirt if they're not wearing a bathing suit or like a linen suit or something like that. So it's really good in terms of finding things that you might not necessarily find out. They may have put a phrase up there that one of the locals told them about that you just wouldn't find in an internet search. So it gives you a chance to like really dig in and niche down and make a really good set of designs that not a lot of people are even thinking about. So that's my that's my top 5 uh, free research tools for Merch by Amazon. And before I, take off for the day, I did want to say this. Um, the whole derivative or make a better version of it, that's getting kind of the lines are really blurred on it. So I just want to kind of break that down. Because when I do go in, and sometimes I will see a t-shirt, I'm not going to lie to you guys, sometimes I will see a t-shirt and say, you know what, I do need to make a better version of that. But I think where people get things wrong is that people will take exactly that phrase or that design and make it a different color or change the font or something like that. That's the part, to me, that's unethical. To me, what really makes the magic in it, let's say, okay, for one, there's a shirt on Amazon that says, "Every day is my Friday, hashtag retirement life." Okay, so I'll be honest, that's my shirt. I'm giving you guys all my shirts and stuff today, clearly. But that's my shirt. And it's a text-based shirt. I did it really quickly on Logo Pit Plus a year and a half ago, and it's been selling. It still sells. It sells decently. But so if I were looking at that shirt and saying, okay, I need to make a better version of that, what I would probably do then is change the text and change the saying to say something along the lines of, every day is my Friday. Friday is my everyday, or Fridays are my best. Something like that. Friday is my everyday. So I would then do maybe a graphic or an illustration with an older gentleman that might be out on the dock fishing, or a young lady that's hiking, or an older gentleman that's cooking or reading or something like that. Because at that point, you're not just in the general retirement niche anymore. Now you are niching down to retirees who like to fish, who like to read, who like to write, who like to cook, who like to hike. And then at that point, you've now, from that one text-based design, you've come up with several different niche down designs that can go, and they're really, really targeted. That's how you're supposed to go in and make something better. That's how it's supposed to be done. Because yes, you are competing, and let's make no mistake about it, we share content. We are all, I think the merch community is one of the best online communities I've happened to see in a while, but we are still competitors. We're still competing for that mental real estate, and that buy button, on merch. So the competition is there. If you don't like the competition, you need to start your own website, and you have no competition other than yourself. But there is a way to do it and still be ethically sound and make sure that you are not just ripping somebody's works off. So that's pretty much all I have for today, guys. Again, please don't forget, like and subscribe, click the bell for notifications. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will talk to you tomorrow.